What's going on, guys? Jimmo here, and today we're going to be doing a little spot repair which includes blending the clear coat. So the first thing we've done to get this ready is we've washed it all down with a degreaser, soap and water, and then polished the entire thing with a coarse compound, which is going to scratch it up and give our blender something to adhere to, especially if our blend gets a little bigger than we want it to. And then we've got our primer spot, which is finished with some 600 grit. And then outside of that, in that little hazy area, you can see some 1500 grit sand scratches. And we've just scratched up the corners or the edges with a nylon scotch pad. A gray or a gold would be fine. Now we're going to cover our base coat. So we're going to just try and keep our blend small. We're going to try and angle it towards the back. This is a black base coat. It's not going to be terribly challenging to blend this color out. So it's easier to predict how far our blend's going to be on this. If it was like a silver or a gold, you might want to give yourself a little bit more space because that can be a little bit trickier to blend out and eliminate any halos or lines in the edges of our blend. But we're going to focus more on the the blending of the clear coat here. So what we're going to do after our base coat dries is we are going to apply one coat of clear over all of the base coat. And we're going to try and fan out the edge just a little bit so we've got a little bit of a taper rather than a hard edge. Then next we're going to do that again. We're going to apply clear over the entire area we've just clear coated, and then we're going to try and just feather off or fade out the edge of our clear right to the edge of our 1500 grit sand scratches. And then immediately we're going to grab some blending solvent. We're going to drop our pressure a little bit, and then we're going to just melt away our problems here. So just melt away that edge. So we'll take the blender a little bit beyond where we've just faded out our clear, and it will slowly start to dissolve that clear away. Well, maybe not slowly. Instantly, it's going to start melting it away. But after the bake cycle, or after it dries fully, it will continue to smooth out. And if done properly, you won't feel it at all after it's dry. So after it dries, you can see a little bit of a haze in the area just outside of our clear blend. And on a black color, dark color, you're going to be more likely to see that than on a lighter color. And we're going to remedy this just by polishing it, just getting a coarse compound, running it over the entire panel, and then following that up with a lighter compound. Now, if it didn't turn out desirable, if you ran your hand over it and you could feel something, you could also sand it down with some 1500 grit or 2000 sandpaper and then start polishing. So what might freak you out when you're doing these is seeing the edge start to appear on your blend. So what can happen is when you start polishing, especially if you hit it too early, you'll start to peel back your clear edge and it will be visible. Now, a lot of times it will go away if you just switch to a lighter compound, and it will eventually disappear. So you can try that if you run into trouble. But this one here turned out mint, so good luck to you when you try this on your next vehicle. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.